Hi and welcome. This is our Vampire the Masquerade stream, Season 2, titled The Tower, A City in Peril, Episode 31. And because it's summer, and because my players are beautiful, they are allowed to introduce themselves, well, as per usual.
Hi, I'm Marianne. I play Siobhan York Price. 10th generation Toreador.
After
One day,
30
one day.
episodes.
One day, my dear, one day.
Hi, I'm Tarjei. I'm playing Christopher Masters, formerly Christopher Falcone, a 10th generation Ventrue. And if you want something done, you gotta do it yourself.
Oh.
Today's motto?
Damn you!
I hope not.
Damn you, Sheriff!
Hello, my name is Örjan, and I'm playing the role of Sean the Bastard, 9th generation Gangrel.
A man of many names and many talents.
A dog has no name.
Clearly, this one has many.
Hey, Shiv, you realize that Sean is one generation lower than us now, right?
What?
We'll find it.
Where's my straw?
I'm gonna see that both of them are snacking. Sean, like, what?
I'm the snack pack.
Yeah, you always gotta keep a gangrel in your back pocket when you get peckish.
Hell.
Send help. All right, things are getting somewhere.
I don't know. I don't want to be here.
Oh, well, too bad you are. And this is fun for me. Maybe not so much for you, but it's very much fun for me.
I'm having fun. Mostly
good.
because
Good.
the others are not.
So no.
On behalf of Sean and Chris to Shiv, it's been emotional.
All right.
It's funny because it's true.
Okay, I don't have high hopes. I have some hopes, but I don't have high hopes.
Well,
Let's see.
It's nice that you have hope. Makes it more fun for me. Last time, the Scooby Gang is split at the minute. Sean went to get boomsticks.
Yes.
Chris went to do a meeting.
Yeah, with the Queen of Bones to get her support.
Well, he got a message.
Future plans.
Yeah, message from Cal.
Yeah, that he lost the sheriff.
Cal. Yeah, from Cal. Yeah,
he lost the sheriff, and he'd been on his way probably to get to where Shiv was, but then had turned around and gone back to the hidey ho. So he turns around.
And Shiv, on the other hand, is now chauffeuring, or on her way to chauffeuring, the Wild Rose to see her love.
Yes.
She was done with the waiting. Thank you very much.
And I'm so happy to have the honor to drive Rose to her lover. Like, that's such an honor. Yes. Yes.
All right. I think it's but natural to jump into the scene with Shiv first, because it's interesting. And it's like a cat on a hot tin roof. I want to see what she does.
Well, even though Shiv is very excited to drive, she also remembers that she told JJ and Chris to send Diana's body to Diana's house, where the intention was for her to bury her. But I don't think she's going to have time tonight for some strange reason. So I think I'll actually I'll call Chris to let him know that I won't make it, so they can do other things with or postpone. So I pick up my phone, drive very carefully, and I'll phone Chris.
The Wild Rose is setting in the coach. She doesn't seem like she's very concerned about what this thing is. It's like she is ignoring the mechanics of it all.
Right. Good. I wasn't sure if this was going to work. Not Shiv, Marianne. Yeah. Hailing Chris.
Hi, Shiv. It's a bit of a monkey wrench in the plan.
Oh, then I'm really sorry because I have to. Can you tell JJ not to. Well, I won't be at Diana's house to see to the body, so I'm actually not. I actually went out. Me and Rose, we're going up to meet the sheriff. So, her lover and all that. So I just wanted to let you know, so no one else sees Diana's body, or
You
asks questions.
What?
Well, I talked to the sheriff and he asked me to come, and Rose was very insistent. So I'm just very happy that I can reunite them.
So that's why you turned around.
So
Shiv,
I guess I'll talk to you
Is
tomorrow.
Sean there?
No, I thought he was. No, I haven't seen him. I think he left.
Oh, you do remember you guys planned to send him off to get guns.
I think
That sound is my neighbor, by the way. I can't do anything about it. She's
I
drilling
think I
something.
misunderstood his intentions, to be completely honest, because I thought he was going to keep a watch so nothing bad happened. Like, for instance, if you get manipulated into doing shit that takes you out of the velvet rope. But so I at least Marianne doesn't recall this.
Oh, well then. Huzzah.
Could Chris roll a wits insight to see if he understands that? Do you have to do that and realize the fact that she's not completely doing this out of her free will? Or is that something that I can safely assume that Chris is able to work out on his own?
Based on this night's events, what she's doing is
Yeah.
extremely irrational when it comes to your plan.
Where are you headed, Shiv? Where are you going in case I need to
get
a hold of you?
I'm going to the Dark Throne. Well, the House of the Dark Throne.
Yeah,
so,
the address for that was...
I'll say the address. I don't know.
It's right
blah, blah,
by
street.
right by the skinny house, close to Capel.
Of course it is. And for a little moment, Talia, the player, is considering if turning around and driving someplace nice like Las Vegas would be a good idea.
Aruba.
Yeah, bit much sun. Somewhere
yeah.
northern. Where are you now? How far have you gotten?
Oh, I'm just around the corner from the Velvet Rope, but yeah, I'll probably be there for a couple of hours. I don't know. I actually don't quite know the intentions, if I'm just driving Rose there or if I'm staying. So, but I guess I'll be staying since the invitation was for me as well. Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Drive carefully and safe.
Yeah.
Don't take any risks. Stay
Just
5
super
miles
slow.
under. Drive 5 miles under the speed limit to be sure. Just to be sure.
Well, I do have precious cargo in the car, so that's
Exactly,
actually
yeah.
not a bad point. Thank you,
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah. I'm getting another call. I gotta go.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah. And Chris hangs up like,
Shit.
and then starts driving and starts trying to call Sean at the same time. I don't know if you want to go back to Shiv or what.
Well, Shiv's gonna wait a little minute, because she's driving. Perfectly content to chauffeuring the Wild Rose to her great love. Sean, you have managed to get all your gear. Please relay it to me what you actually are getting.
I'm getting my battle rifle, the AK. I'm getting a welding torch, a bow and some arrows, and a couple of small guns.
Yep.
Yeah.
As you packed up your car, your phone rings.
Oi.
What the fuck is going on? Shiv is driving with the Wild Rose to the sheriff as we speak.
To quote the Holy Virgin Mary, come again?
She's... You're not with her, right? You're not in the same car as her or anything, right? You're not both been mind-fucked by whatever this shit is, have you?
No, not mind fucked. Proper fucked in so many other ways, but not mind fucked.
Okay. She's clearly been manipulated in some way, either by the sheriff or by the Wild Rose, I don't know. One of them. And she's driving to the sheriff as we speak instead of waiting for him to come to her. The hunters lost him. They don't know where he turned around and went back. So, but okay.
Right.
The address is near to the skinny house up on towards Cup Hill.
Right.
Let's try to
Left.
stop her before she get there. See you there.
Right.
Chris sounds a little bit stressed.
Yeah, I just dumped the rest of the stash in the car and I drive off like a fucker.
And Chris is probably actually the one that's closest to the destination because she's still near with velvet rope, and he's getting guns from his place. If I'm not very much mistaken, the entrance to Queen of Bones' domain is just on the other side of the bay from Capel from there. So he's gonna drive as fast as he can down to the last road that like she has to pass before she gets up towards Capel from where she's coming, and he's gonna wait with the car there.
All right.
Engine idling.
Engine
Headlights
idling.
off.
Okay. You can do you've got to look for her. So you can do wits awareness.
Wits awareness? Yeah.
Just so that your eyes are peeled for the car. Like preemptive.
4 successes.
Yeah, that's decent. We're jumping back into the car with Shiv and the Wild Rose.
I'll turn around to Rose. Rose.
Yes, sweetie.
I don't know what kind of event this is, but I don't know if you noticed. I'm covered in soot. I need to change if I'm going to be respectful. Do you mind if we just stop and I can change? It won't take but a minute.
I think you're decent. You know we're going to the underdwellers. They're not very particular about their appearance.
But it's not very respectful, is it? I don't know Black Lily like I presume you do.
Yes.
But I wouldn't want to disrespect an elder.
No, don't worry about it, child. You'll be just fine.
Are you excited?
I'll make an excuse for you. Do not worry your pretty little head. If I'm excited, terribly so. My love is quite the man.
You said he was a poet. I didn't know this about him.
Oh, he's a wordsmith. Oh, he writes the most beautiful things.
Really?
You've never seen his works?
Do you have any particular in mind? Maybe I have. My mind.
Well, it's best told from his own lips. He has a way of telling, you see. I don't think I would do his poetry any justice if I were to retell it.
Have they been published?
I do not know.
Oh, that would be interesting. If they were published, to get a copy, or maybe I'll have him signed.
You're so sweet to make such an interest.
Well,
if there is, I'll make sure he signs it for
if it's important to you, then it's important to me.
Oh, such a good little helper you are. I do appreciate you, you know.
Well, you have been the most gracious of house guests, so why wouldn't I accommodate you?
Ah, too kind there, too kind. I'm guessing you're also looking ahead. You're looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know,
Sorry.
like, I'm driving.
No, I am not. Yeah, no.
This is cool. 5 kilometers under the speed limit, but I'm looking the other way.
Yeah, no.
I don't need to see shit.
Sorry. I was visualizing myself sitting with my hands on the wheel, looking through her in the mirror. Yeah, definitely.
As you sit there in the car, you come to just an intersection, fork in the road also, where it's a red light at the minute, so you obviously have to stop.
Yep.
The red is almost flashing, almost like it draws in your gaze. You feel your mind goes very heavy and foggy, almost like something wants to come through, but right now it can't. It's almost like a lingering sensation of something you should remember. Almost like the red is also, you feel like the beast inside you is shouting, but you can't really hear what she's screaming.
Well, I haven't really been very friendly with my inner demons, so maybe that's a good thing. Yeah. Rose, were we supposed to bring anything?
Again, you look in the mirror.
Yeah.
For a split of a second, it's almost like you see two other people sitting beside the wild rose. For just a second.
Who do I recognize these?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Trixie and Aiden.
I do remember that I shouldn't let her go. But I think, no, she needs, I mean, if it was me pursuing going to Aiden, no, she needs to see him.
I'm just going to break a little. Is that sound really loud for you guys?
A little bit. It's like a little motorboat in the background. But it's very summery, right?
It's very summery. It's not a motorboat. It's my neighbor doing renovations, and not much I can do about it. But hopefully, it's not too disturbing. I'll just talk louder.
And we are in a big city after all. Lots of noise.
Oh yeah, boss. Now thinking I'm not in a big city, but cool if you think where I live it's a big city. That is freaking adorable. But I love it. Yeah, but at least it's a city.
Hmm?
I live in a city, y'all. I don't live in the boonies. Well, for a split of a second you saw them.
Yeah.
But again, it's the wild rose's manipulation or awe. It's her agenda feels so much more important than yours.
Yeah.
Even thinking it makes your head feel weird. Like the blood is leaking off your brain on the back of your skull. Like you're clenching and unclenching your hands around the steering wheel. Rapidly. Almost panicked. Like you don't know your hands or what they're doing.
I just need to, get her to him, and then I can think about myself.
You were lost somewhere, and all of a sudden you hear honking as you see the light has turned green.
Oh, Jesus. I'm so sorry, Rose.
Oh, it's a strange noise. It sounds like a boat horn.
It's a car. Jesus, what is it called?
Horn.
Horn.
How practical. Like you can honk on like the commoners to make them shush out of the road.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And right now I think he's shushing us, so I'll better step on it.
How rude. And you drive. Sean, you need to do some heavy duty drive-aliciousness.
That's what I do.
That's what you do. As Chris, you see the car.
I see the car. Okay. I'm gonna try to. He's gonna try to stop it, preferably by either by blocking it in if he can get ahead of it, or by nudging it, like the classic nudge the back side of it and spin it out of control.
Oh shit! All right.
But so it depends on what you mentioned, and it's a fairly muscly car, isn't it? You can just
it's not too heavy, but then again, Shiv is driving an American muscle, and that's got a rear wheel drive. So
are you saying Shiv can't drive?
No, I'm saying those are really easy to get to spin out of control because all the power's in the back, and if you just give it a little nudge in the back, it will almost automatically go into a spin.
So he's gonna rev up the engine, the X number of horsepower is a cosmod, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. A little racer.
So rude trying to hit my precious car.
Well,
And precious cargo.
There is sweetest Shiv. You get to react to this.
You want me to... Yeah, because that's... Yeah. Two successes. On awareness, or that, yeah. And that's just to see him, right? Yeah.
Is he gonna take it? What did you roll?
You're making me nervous.
You're making me nervous.
Well, he got
Don't kill me.
Technically 5 successes. It's just that it's very, very messy. Successes. Can I actually use willpower to re-roll dice?
Not the red ones.
To avoid getting a messy critical, because I'm assuming a messy critical right now would not be a good thing.
But if it's as the system goes, if there is no other things you can do but do something, you can take a stain. Because I don't really see how he's going to react in a vampire way in a car.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah, I'm going to drive super fast. I'm going to drive super fast.
I don't know. How to be like
out of the window and...
I had to go instead of trying to block away, nudge it, gotta go like... kill.
Yeah, so he might just nudge.
But can I... If he's trying to do that,
you're gonna get to react with you because of you two. But
so he
you
revs
need
the engine
pretty high
really fast.
success rate to avoid being hit.
Yeah, and I have 0 in. I have 1 in drive, so I'm guessing this is going to be glorious.
I love it.
I have 2, so.
And you rolled against 4 or 5?
5.
His 5
because it's two. It's two messy criticals, so that's 4, right?
And I'm going to be like super egotistical and like not want to use will to roll any better because I don't want Shiv to be taken there.
The camera is going to pan up above the bird's eye view of the scene. Chris was controlled speeding up until he had to do his maneuvering and the beast inside him and the blood started boiling and he just went into predator mode. And instead of just bumping, he was like, fuck it. We'll just run it.
Sorry. I know a good guy with I know a good mechanic.
But it's... In the moment, it makes sense because the beast is telling him, like, quick and sweet, do this. Hell or high water of consequences. It's the fastest way. In the corner of your eye, you see this, Shiv, that someone is going to hit you. You try to do your best to maneuver, but the sheer force and the impact not just spins you, it flips the whole damn car. Up is down and down is up and broken glass, and you see white and you see flowers and you see beautiful hair dancing around and you're not sure if it's yours or hers. And for a brief moment, because she was not wearing a seatbelt, not sure you were either. Nobody said they were.
No.
Your bodies feel entangled as the cart flips in midair, and for a second in front of you, black, curly hair, eyes staring directly into yours, lips almost touching yours. You hear him breathe heavily into your mouth. Wake up, Shiv. Wake up.
Is there any way to break the spell?
Hold on.
Mm.
From Chris's point of view,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably gotta do a drive again to try to retain control of the car.
Oh yeah, mid-air. Maybe I should
Yeah, he
focus
does
more on
not
my
make
physics.
control the car at all. Not even
He does
close
not.
to. No, not at all. Like no way.
He tries to brake, but maybe it's been in beast mode. You press it too late. You were gonna like slide in, but no. You flip as well, of the sheer momentum of the brake.
And horrified a little about it, like, he looks into the mirror, and all he sees is himself grinning,
Yeah,
like fangs out.
yeah, like the red dots in the
Yeah.
eyes. It's like, this is exciting, and then oh, shit, this is not exciting. This is fucked up.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's it.
We do have stamina still, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like stamina actually.
From all of us, or
Yeah.
yeah.
1 success.
2 success. 2 for
Right.
2.
It's not that you necessarily can be knocked out in the same way a human can be knocked out. But you are extremely rattled. But what I would like to have now is the rouse check.
8. So I
9.
Oh my god!
Fortunately, that one, because otherwise I was starting to get a wee bit
it was a new
peckish.
die, so maybe it's my new lucky die.
Chris's car is just on the side. Well, no, actually, he lands back on his feet again because he just did a flip. It lands back on its feet. Shiv's car, on the other hand, has been flipped and slid on its side into a light post. The car is in total disarray, completely smushed to bits.
Can I?
Shiv, you're hanging halfway out of the passenger window. You don't even know how the fuck you got there.
Yeah, I just think I need to crawl out.
Yeah, broken glass in your mouth. But it's even. I'm not gonna say that vampires do not feel pain. You feel something.
I think I'm a little miffed that Aiden's car is destroyed. I will crawl out and try and get away from the wreckage. Looking for Rose while I try it and get out, because even though
Yeah.
Do I see Rose in the car?
Hold on, we're gonna see if you can resist what has been done. Composure intelligence. And you're gonna have to have quite a high success rate.
Mm-hmm. 4.
Okay, hold on. Chris, what do you do?
God damn! See what happens when you let go. Isn't that fun? And it's like, did I just say that? Like, shakes himself a bit and gets back in control. Push the bestial side into
the grinning man.
Push him back deep down, like, get out of control, you fuck. And I try to open the door and just stagger out of the car.
Then you see the havoc you just caused.
Holy fucking shit. Can I see Shiv?
Yeah, you see she's like crawling out of the passenger side window.
I think it's gonna run on unsteady legs towards her. Like I said, he's no longer human, but still a bit disorientated and knocked about, and like the brain is sending messages that the body is reacting just that little in a second too late to. So it's a bit like stumbling, almost falling on the asphalt and picking himself up to get over there.
Yeah.
You helping her out?
Shiv, you all right? Is it you?
I'm just like brushing off.
How many fingers am I
grass.
holding up?
2. What the fuck? Was that you?
You ran a red light.
Have I snapped out of it or?
2 seconds.
Yeah. Because
You
that's
see
going
him,
to answer them.
you see him talking to you. And all of a sudden, this insane headache, like your brain feels like it's going to crack open. In front of you, Chris, you see almost like your hair lifts up. Like, almost like she grits her teeth so hard you see the fangs.
Take a step or 2 back.
And then the vision hits. The premonition hits. You see Trixie screaming. You see Aiden falling over, screaming. You feel there's a pit. You see this oily black floor again, and this pit in this very dark, large room with almost like a black altar to the side. You hear slick noises of something wet curling on itself, and they scream, and the only thing you think it's dread and terror and death, and fall on chaos and destruction.
I almost fall to my knees.
You see a tiny bit of blood, even though you don't really leak. It's been pushed out because she's gritted so hard of the pressure inside her skull.
If she's like, she looks like she's going falling, then Chris is going to run forward and try to grab her before she falls. And hold her. Just prop her up.
Where is Rose?
At this moment, Sean,
Yeah.
you see the crash.
Oh, that was unnecessary.
No, it really wasn't. But don't worry, like I said, I know a great mechanic.
I stop as any concerned citizen would, and I guess I recognize the cars.
Yeah, you see them.
Where are they standing?
Right by Aiden's car.
You can see, I'm going to help her to sit down. Like, just sit
Does she
here,
want
Shiv.
to sit?
No.
And I'll grab he'll pull his piece, and he's like leaning in, looking into the car, gun in hand, looking in, see if he can see anything in there. I don't know. It looks. I can't see anyone in there.
Well, then you feel the presence. And Sean sees it because he sees it from distance. Like out of nothing, she stands on top of the car looking down at him. She wasn't there a moment ago. If she came out of nothing or moved that fast. She stares curious down at him.
Holy fuck. Somebody should put a bell on that one. You alright?
Perfectly fine, little one.
Rose.
Well, that's good. Like shoves his gun back down into his trousers. I'm like,
Are you hurt?
It takes more than this to harm me. I have what you could call for quick reflexes.
I'll try and reach out my hand to her.
She looks curious at you. Huh.
This
That's
wasn't the plan. I am sorry. I don't know what happened.
Well, I still need to make my way to my love. With or without you.
I can still take you.
Ah, you still willing? The spell is broken.
Yeah. Of course.
Ah. Perfect.
put a hand on Shiv's shoulder.
And I look at it. How close am I to Chris?
You're quite close because he's been helping you out.
I'm leaning back. It's going to be stupid because she can probably hear me either. But I'm going to just look very intently at him. She cannot go there. She cannot
think we can stop her. I don't think. I mean, like through gritted, clenched teeth. I don't think we can stop her. We need a plan. Stall.
No, I have my hand still reached out to her. Like, take my hand, Rose. I'll help you down.
Of course. She reaches out.
And I'm not doing anything. I'm just being that helpful, very helpful person that I am.
All of this you see, Sean. You feel free to react whenever you want to.
Yeah, I need to stop by the curb. And actually, the first thing I do is call my friend in the junkyard.
Come pick up cars. Come pick up cars now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Car crash, 2 cars. This address needs to be collected.
Like as you are like parking, you're just fuck calling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I step out of the car slowly. Hopefully not to get get noticed.
Do you wish to do with awareness to notice that Sean is there, or
I'm not that caring about those two. I'm caring about the big.
No.
old-
I'm
fine, I think I'm too-
locked to her, so
Yeah, I
I'm
think-
paying no mind to what's going on around me right now.
I think she's drawing too much. Like her presence is just so immediately strong that it sort of blinds him to anything else than
Yep.
trying to make a plan to think about.
What I
How far is it to the dark house of Dark Throne now? How far away are we from Cop Hill and the Skinny House?
it's not that bad. It's like 2 or 3 kilometers.
Well, it's a nice evening. It's not that far. Maybe you could walk the rest of the way. You know, clearly these car thingies are highly dangerous and
And
unstable.
breaks very easily. Yes. Walk.
I just look at Chris, just trying to read him.
Like that buys like most of her like buys us time.
Yes, starry night as well. Beautiful.
Does the Rose at any time have her back towards me?
No, because
Yeah.
they are in front.
Yeah.
She's looking, and now she's walking down. She has Shiv. But as they walk away, of course, at one point she was obviously will have her back to you.
Yeah, because I have my bow and arrow close to me. So I'm thinking if she turns I'm trying to remain at a distance to keep to seem like I'm
Concealed?
not concealed, but just out of the picture. Not drawing any attention to myself.
Yeah, well, she walks down beside you, Shiv.
I'll
The arm in yours.
Yeah.
All right then. Let's.
walk. And I start.
Incredibly enough, you're not harmed from the car crash.
Is she harmed?
No.
Oh, thank God. We're all both fine.
That's good. I'm just gonna make a telephone call, clean up this mess. Why don't you two start walking, and I'll catch up.
Perfect.
I'll see you soon.
Very soon. And as I start walking, he'll like wait for a little while, like get his phone out, walk a little way away, and he's gonna dial. He's gonna call. He probably should call. And then I turn around, and then I think I can do a wits alert awareness to see if I can see.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 successes. I recognize that van. Okay, I don't know enough to call him. Then he's gonna call JJ.
Do I have something that looked like a clear shot at the Wild Rose?
Shiv is right by her side.
Yeah, it seems like a bad idea. If I miss, it will.
You can just as easily hit her.
Yeah, I'm not that good of a shot with a bow.
It will be a difficult one. I'm not going to say you're free to do whatever you want, but it would take quite
And it's not enough.
marksman.
It's not just enough to hit her. You have to hit her in a very precise
Very
spot.
precise spot.
Yes. No, I don't take the risk of that. Instead, I move towards Chris.
I think what I initial before Chris started talking about stalling and it's a nice night for a walk. I think Shiv was thinking about the gun that she has in her pocket, wondering if she could somehow take the Rose down without harming her. But now I think she's internally praying that Chris has a good plan. And as I walk next to Rose, quite not fast, just a strolling kind of. I think I'm trying to just small talk to her about the sheriff and romance.
As you walk so close to her again, this is an old thing.
Yeah.
How fast she moved to get out of the car? It's a very old thing.
Yeah. So the voices that you heard earlier, have they left you or are they still lingering?
Oh, the chitter chatter.
Yeah,
Oh, they're growing faint.
really.
Yeah. Weakening.
I thought they kept you company. I thought they were, I don't know, a positive thing.
Oh, well, it's there, but I'm sure it would leave me soon.
How many were they, if I might ask?
Well, at the moment, I can clearly hear two distinct ones.
Does one of them like bubbles up the nose?
What a peculiar thing to say.
Well, ask.
Huh, perhaps I might. I don't like to engage with them. They
Oh,
make them talk more.
what are they saying? What are they telling you?
Weird things. Like I don't belong.
Huh.
Ridiculousness.
Of course. So after tonight, what do you think is going to happen? Are you planning on staying there?
I will reside wherever my love decides.
All right.
As
Actually,
long as it's by his side, I could live in a crate. It's just a good idea.
I actually didn't think you would want to see the Black Lily.
Oh, why? Why? Why before?
Oh, it was just something Diana said.
Peculiar. I have no quarrels with her.
That's not what Diana said.
Strange.
Diana said that she used a lot of time trying to keep you apart
Really?
because she didn't like you.
Oh. She wasn't warm towards me. I wouldn't go as far as to say she didn't like me. I'm quite likable.
Diana, well, how well did you know Diana?
Well enough. Curious little thing, aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I like history.
History. What a funny thing to say.
And relations. As you probably know, I'm quite new to this world, so
Yes,
whatever
you're like a fresh little budding rose, aren't you?
So the only way that I know how to learn is to ask.
Ah, true. We should always strive for knowledge.
So is there anything that you think I should know? Something that could help me along the way in this?
She drags you a little bit closer.
Sometimes.
One should always cherish love. One should always have the best of etiquettes. And one should make sure one is not a fool.
I agree with you on that one.
Look at me spreading wisdom. She taps your hand as you walk off. We're gonna jump into the scene with the boys as Chris calls JJ.
Because I'm assuming that doesn't if he walks a bit away, they walk away. After a little while, it's gonna be safe to talk without them being able to hear, because I'm not like actively listening to us. I'm gonna assume they're like, as soon as we disappear from her view, I'm gonna assume she just goes completely like we don't even exist.
Yeah.
I just
Nobody
tell
sees
them
the
that I've got people coming to clean up the cars.
Excellent, good. Calling JD. We have to kill the prince. We have to kill the sheriff. Freudian slip. You have to kill the sheriff tonight, and the Black Lily, and we need.
That's
No, I'm not saying that to her. I'm saying that to him. That's we have to kill them tonight, and we need to cover ourselves for doing so.
Yeah.
And
so the idea of
we're calling a blood hunt on the bastard, and
of course.
Right now, the player has forgotten what was the dear vampire lawyer's name again?
Oh, the first one to die.
Buhan, yeah. He calls up
JJ. Then Mr. Master, sir.
JJ. We're in a bit of a problem.
Do you need me?
I need you to send out an order from the prince. It's the sheriff, JJ. It's the Black Duke. He's the one. He's the one behind it all. He's bewitched Shiv and is luring her to his to the House of the Dark Throne, to him and his mistress Black Lily right now. He's the one who killed Miss Buhan. He's the one that framed Dean. He's the one behind it all. His revenge. How much do you know about what you told us? About what happened in the old country? About what Diana, Montgomery, and Thomas did?
I knew more than what I disclosed. I wanted to protect you three.
I understand, but this is revenge, and it's been brewing for a long time. He means to destroy them all, destroy their lineage, and take over the city, or burn it to the ground for that matter. Think about it. You and I were both in agreement that it couldn't have been the hunters that killed Buhan. They would not been able to do that efficiently and cleanly.
No.
But who could gain his trust and get close? Who was investigating it? Who could fake it to make it look like it was them who did it? It's the sheriff.
The sheriff.
It's him.
What a clever disguise.
Yes.
Such a villain.
The only question I have is, who's who? Who's the Dark Duke? Who's the real one behind this? The sheriff? Or the Black Lily? Because it's one of them.
This is terrifying, Mr. Masters.
I'm guessing that they killed the Black Duke's lover and made it look like it was the Dark Duke, and then he took over someone else. I don't know the details, but I know that the ones are behind it, and we need to stop it. We need to call out a blood hunt, blaming him for the deaths, blaming him for the Christ, and blame anyone who gives him, and aids him or gives him shelter. Their lives is also forfeit. Send it out. Do not send it to the Nosferatus. They have to get it last. They're gonna find out soon enough, but every second's gonna count.
It will rattle their cage.
I know, but it makes sense, and I think at the very least, I know not about Molly, but I don't think the Crow will stick his neck out for the sheriff if he thinks he's somehow crossed the prince and behind all this. I don't think he will take that risk. I think he'll keep his head down to see what will happen.
I'm equally concerned about the Anarchs sniffing this out.
Let them sniff it out. I'm fairly certain that our dear Brewhouse are not as loyal as they pretend to be. We'll use it as an advantage. We'll make them think that they have us on the ropes. When all this is done, we're going to set up a trap for them. I got an idea.
Clever, Mr. Masters. I will do as you ask, immediately.
We're going to use this to burn all our enemies out. And then we're going to take control and put order back in this city.
And you said you weren't a prince yet, Mr. Masters.
Well, let me put it this way. I needed a moment. I needed my Rubicon, and I'm gonna cross it now. We're gonna stop the Alex for taking over the city, and that's gonna be the proof in the pudding that we are fit to rule. But right now, call it the Blood Hunt. Gather all troops you can that you trust. But wait for my signal, because I got a bit of a devious plan going as well on that one. I'm gonna turn the tables on the sheriff. I'm gonna make him, if he wants to pretend that the hunters are killing off his prey, I'm gonna make him think they're coming for him.
Clever, my liege. I will do it right away.
Good. Be careful and be safe.
You too, sir.
And then hangs up. Okay. Hopefully that's gonna get us our backs clean for whatever we have to do. Now we just have to land this bloody whale. Any good ideas?
I got a blowtorch.
I don't see how we're gonna stop that thing from reaching Host of the Dark Throne.
No, that's impossible.
I'm not gonna. I mean, just look how she manipulated Shiv. Like Shiv is the most strong-headed, pig-headed person I know. If she sets her mind to something,
that creature is ancient.
Yeah.
We know that. Marshall.
We need to separate them. We need time. We need allies. We need
call the hunters.
Something. Yeah, that would be fine. They lost him, but
no, but we've got the address.
Yeah, but they were hesitant. They were hesitant about entering, like making their move. They said, I mean, oh shit, you weren't there as well. Marshall, we met Marshall when you were away. Shiv talked to him, and I don't know why he's dragging his thumb, but it's clear he's not going to move his chess pieces till he feels that the end game is nigh.
I think there is a fat lady singing right now.
Oh man, I got dragged to one of those opera ones. We don't have very much then. I mean, Brunhilda's going to go on singing for a better quarter of an hour.
So we've got a quarter of an hour.
Shit, okay, I'll call him.
Before he does that, the camera pans out as another creature from the velvet robe covers herself in the black cloak. Answers the phone as she goes. Yes, father, I know. Are you sure? Right away then. She runs into the night. The camera glides back to the back of Shiv and the Wild Rose as she walk on, and she picks and picks with questions at the Wild Rose. I would like you to do a wits awareness upon her. As you get closer and closer to the address.
Oh, 5 successes.
Because you have been asking, especially about the voices and the history and of Diana. It's like, why all these questions? I don't. No, I need to see my lover.
Is there something wrong, Rose? You seem agitated in a way, unsure.
She rubs her head, and for a moment, you see golden halo around her, and her eyes go soft, and she's like, "Bitch, back with you."
And in that moment, I will take my hands on her shoulder. I will roll persuasion if I have to. Please, goddess, show yourself. Be present. Don't hide yourself. Please.
She grabs you, and you see the Wild Rose snarls, and her head rolls. And for a minute again, you see like the backlit-ness of her.
We need
Danger is ahead, little one.
I need you to be strong, to be here. Push through, please.
I am always here until the end. When the end comes, little one, you need to choose. Let her run to her destiny.
I
will
cannot
not-
let you go. All of you.
You have a choice in the end. Choose wisely. She glides back, caresses your cheek. And then you see, like, she crumbles over, and for a second she looks horrifying.
I just back off.
All these questions. You pick and pick and ask.
I'm
tempted
just.
to just break you in two to make you shut it up.
I mean, no offense, Rose, but you need to snap out of it. You need to see the truth that is in front of you.
Your words bother me. Your presence bothers me. I find no more amusement in you. I'll make my own way quicker to my love. You are just a petty distraction, at least.
Rose, think. Open your eyes, please.
Find your own way, child. And for a second she's there, and then she gone.
I obviously I can't follow her, but I quickly pick up my phone and I'll call Chris.
But before that, back to Chris.
Okay, he picks up his phone and he about to call Cal, see if he can talk and sense this demented old fighter. And he looks around as he does.
As you do that, you're about to call, because the timeline catching up here. You see Shiv's calling.
Yes.
She's gone. She disappeared. She's going there, and there's nothing I can do to stop it.
No, we'll get you. We'll catch up. We'll be there in 2 minutes. The address, you just follow the main road up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
course.
catch you up.
I'll hang up.
Come on, let's
and
go
then I'll
get
start
Shiv.
running.
Jump in the car.
Yeah, jump in his car. I don't know how to say this,
Then say it.
Sean, but there's been a slight accident with your car.
Yeah, you owe me one.
Send me the bill.
Will
I think
do.
you can afford it. At this point.
I've always wanted something Italian.
Next day. What?
Well.
You said something Italian? Fiat is Italian.
I was thinking Fiat.
Of course you were.
Shiv, you get to the area, but you don't understand where the hell she went. There's the skinny house. There's a house that's under construction, like a bigger, almost like a apartment complex, but red brick. But you see under construction and it's fenced in. And then other houses.
Can I use spirit touch maybe to see any activity that's not out of that or the sorry sense the unseen maybe?
Of course you can.
Which one is better for this one? Maybe it's
Sense unseen.
Thank you for that hint. Okay.
I'm just giving it away today.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what do you
think
want? You want a pony?
I need it.
You
I
get a
need it.
pony.
So it's good.
You want a pony? You get a pony. Yeah.
5 successes.
You look around, it's like, but there's nothing here, there's nothing here. And then all of a sudden, when you look at the house that's abandoned, in front of you, the illusion burns away like old newspaper. Behind it is a black house. You see the emblem above the door. You see the knockers these monstrosity heads that hold the chain in each mouth.
So this is where you're hiding. Little barrel. And I look at my watch. 2 minutes. I'll give them 2 minutes. Then I'm going in.
You drive like a motherfucker.
It's not that far. We're downtown, so 2
Yeah,
kilometers.
you were just
that's...
a couple of kilometers away from us, so you're there in like 2 minutes flat.
Yeah.
She's staring at something.
She might have hit her head in the car crash.
Stop
Shiv?
just next to her and park by the curb.
It pulsates almost like beckoning you with a hollow darkness. Like it shifts almost in reality in front of you. Like you can hear the boards of the wooden building creaking and almost screaming slightly as it moves uncomfortably.
Don't want to go in there.
Why do you want to go in there?
Where?
Oh, you don't see it, do you? Simple-minded boys. It's there. It's right there.
Do you have to squint in a certain way?
Everybody do a perception awareness. No, wits awareness, sorry. Perception is all system.
3 successes.
Oh, 3 successes.
3 successes.
Looks like a duck.
Beside Shiv, on the other hand, like out of nothing, this weird creature with long arms and legs, not female, not male, with a big grin like a Cheshire cat, appears out of nothing. They are stupid little men. They don't see into the other side.
Got to be fucking...
No, they
Kidding me.
don't. Do you see?
Do we see this thing?
Eyes. Yeah. It has chosen to reveal itself.
Shiv, is that a friend of yours?
That's not a cat.
The time on the rooftop with Marshall, did Chris see her, or did I see her, or did none of us see her?
I think you saw her.
Yeah, because that's what I'm.
It.
Yeah. Are you friends of Marshall?
He is our father, of course.
Your
Nice.
father as well.
Yes. He is our
Right.
father, and he has given me this honor. I get to be part of the tale.
Chris shoots
Story.
Sean a look.
Are you here to help Trixie?
I'm here to be a part of the tale. I get to be the messenger.
You know, sometimes they shoot the messenger, you know.
It hisses.
And sometimes
Well,
they
if you
name
shoot the messenger before you get the message, that would make you even greater fools.
and sometimes they
So what's
name
the
an
message?
Olympic event after it.
It says, what?
Messenger shooting?
Huh?
I said no, like, and sometimes you get to be the person who gives a name for a Olympic event, running of the marathon.
How
What
quick?
Yeah,
What is the message?
don't
I'm hoping
Father-
Marshall is sending more than just a message.
Father says that the last pieces have been moved on the board and it's time. The waiting is over. You are all ready. It needs to be now.
So that means there will be excrement in the ventilation system.
I know what you mean. It's like the human says, shit in the fan.
That's
What?
right.
Shit in the fan. I know this.
Poop in the propeller.
I pay attention. The others will be here soon. They have been called as well.
What others?
The last pieces on the board. You are to slay a dragon.
The
You need
Spanish Inquisition.
warriors.
No, because nobody expects them.
Funny, because I
And
sort of
these,
feel like that guy we read in high school, you know, the one with the wanted to be a knight, dueling with windmills.
Ah,
I'm the messenger.
you're the messenger. And the
you're
message
the-
is it's about to hit the poop. Right.
and we are these friends.
They are on their way, and songs will be written about me. It smiles really weird with a lot of teeth.
Is Marshall
Figuring.
coming? Is he going to show himself?
He cannot.
Of course he cannot. I
It's
don't
not
have...
his part of the story.
He's too old, too cold.
I don't have time for this.
Wait,
I-
Shiv, wait.
Waiting
Make
The
is
time.
not
creature
my...
crawls up on a nearby post box and sits and watch.
It's
Don't
gonna take a little time
glaring
for
eyes.
whatever. It's gonna take a little time before anything here. You still got some time.
We don't know that. You don't know what I saw in there. What's
No.
going to happen?
But if we-
Trixie and
if we
Aiden's
don't-
panicked screaming and the
But if-
slick, horrible sounds of the pit
But if
on
we
the
all just
oily black floor.
Horror. Storm in, it's not gonna work. We need a plan. We need a plan. I mean, fucking hell, I can't even see it until you pointed it out. Still, you're probably seeing it.
Yeah, it flickers in and out a bit. But the more you focus on it, the clearer it becomes.
There has to be a reason. I mean, those hunters wanted vengeance with a vengeance.
There is something else in there. There is not. There is something more. Something undescribable.
So we can't
All
run in
these
alone. Then we die.
slithering. I fear that this will end in all of them perishing. Trixie, Aiden, all of them.
Does he?
And I cannot let that happen.
But
That's
does he?
the last
Does he
thing
know?
I do.
Does he? Is he sure? I mean, I assume he knows that she's the Wild Rose, and that's why he wanted her there.
Sure about what?
He wants to talk. I mean, there has to be a reason he wants her to see the Wild Rose, and he has to have her killed. He wants something from her, to talk to her, something.
Sure as shit isn't just for date night.
No, but it's whatever it is. He's gonna satisfy his curiosity first. He's gotta wonder where hell she came from. I mean, they can't have foreseen that. That is so far left field that, I mean, hell.
And
No
these
way.
creatures take their time.
He's old.
Do they?
Yes. These
They
All of a
creatures.
sure
sudden-
as shit didn't tonight.
Well, hasn't she been trying to get up here for the better part of a week?
Well,
I mean,
I'm not afraid of what she will do. I'm afraid of what they will do to her.
Well, she is one of the oldest creatures. Period.
well, she's in the body of one of the oldest creatures, and the one in the driving seat, I don't know, old, but not that old, I'm going to assume. But we can't storm in. Well,
I don't think she's thinking straight.
I don't think she knows what century it is. But the problem is, if we're going to stop them, how are we three going to stop them? If you storm in there right now, how are you going to how is it going to change
don't
anything
know.
other than you end up die as well? We need a plan.
I don't know, but I can't just let
Well, then,
whatever they're planning happen.
let's first
Then out
wait
of
for the...
nowhere, a cigarette is flicked in between you three.
Let's wait for that.
Fuck.
This is a sign. Apparently.
And I see where it comes from.
Like out of like the darkness itself, a young girl, shaved on one side of the head, like a sleek green half mohawk falling down on the other side, heavy goth makeup, goth clothing.
You.
You're the cavalry.
Me. Oh, well, I'm one of them.
How's the eye?
Fine, thanks. All better. No thanks to you, though.
No, sorry about that.
No,
You were
no.
kind of shooting flames at me at the moment.
Well, I'm not partial to your kind, and I wasn't aware that you were a part of a solution.
Well, at
You
that
just-
point, I was human.
Not the
Were
person
you
were
the
with.
one that was at the halfway house as well?
Yes.
Well, since clearly everyone else here have met you and failed to do the civil thing, hi, Christopher Masters. Pleasure to meet you.
Could have done that
Amber.
last time you saw her.
I don't think I've seen her before, Shiv. I mean, I'm
On
sure
the
I would remember.
rooftop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was trying not to
Typical
pick too much.
men. If it's not something about their penis, they're not really interested in it, are they?
And he's like,
It's funny because it's true.
oh
Don't
yeah, that's
get me
right. She was one
wrong.
of the ones talking to Marshall when you were having your little chat. I was respectfully trying not to pay attention.
I'm not partial to your kind. I like the hunters. I think you are parasites, vermin, devils disguised as humans.
Italian, not German.
I don't give a shit what you call your Edgar suit. What lives inside of you is evil. And if it was up to me, I would burn a lot of you.
And Chris wants
Marshall
to argue
says-
this.
You are part of the solution to take down a even greater evil,
Chris
whom
wants-
I have personal issues with.
Chris wants to argue the
Very
point,
personal.
but
What happened? Why is this personal to you? It's your business with them.
They took someone I loved.
They have someone I love.
Well, then we have great motivation to survive this night and win this final game, don't we?
we need to make some sort of plan.
Plan is to burn the fuckers. What's yours?
To burn the fuckers.
I agree
great
with
plan.
that.
Let's go.
But from getting, I mean, if you guys know where this is, you know where this is, but why haven't you just gone and done it before? Why haven't you just burned this asshole out of existence months ago?
Don't you think we've tried?
And there you hit upon a nail. You tried. Why didn't you succeed?
Because that thing that's down there is clever, evil, and vile, and has tricks.
And you know
gotta-
Very dark tricks.
We're gonna need a distraction, and we're gonna need some intelligence. Those are the two things we need to get done.
On that note, a rapey-looking serial killer van pulls up beside you guys.
I take medium offense at that car.
Shit, Shiv, Sean. That looks like something Sean could own.
But before we're going to continue with that scene, it is about that time we have a break.
No.
Yes, it is. We're going to have a quick break, and we'll be back in just a few.
breathing break before action.
Bye.
Bye.
I've appeared.
You are weird.
Bye.
Tack.
Bye.
Løper.
Let's kill some shit. All right. Welcome back from the break. We're gonna just jump straight into it. The serial killing rapey murder van arrives, and on the passenger side, Kitty Cat jumps out as she opens up the door to the van and enters. Lets a big white dog out. Cal walks around from the driver's side.
Yeah, I to open up the doors to the van and start pulling out stuff.
Chris
He
takes off
is.
his suede bomber jacket and throws it in. So going in with the turtleneck, dark blue turtleneck sweater and grey ranch pants.
The time is now.
Apparently it is.
This has been a long time coming. Maybe so, not so much for you, but for us. It has been years in the making.
We have had
I hope
days.
you understand the severity and the seriousness of the situation.
We do. We were created out of this, you might say.
It's sort
We
of
all are connected, and you can also say that we were created out of this. Intimately connected to that hellish thing that lurks beneath Cop Hill.
What do you know about it? What is it? Because it's not just one of us.
No, it's more than that. It's dirty, dirty magic. It has been harvesting body parts and souls for the greater part of, I don't know, 40 years.
Souls. What just walked right in there?
fuck.
We have been dealing for the last year since I was created and took a stronghold here in Boston, the aftermath of what that creature has done.
Fuck.
What hurts it?
Well, we are hoping
Fuck.
that united, our powers will be sufficient. You see, he reaches out and taps Kitty Cat's shoulder. She is unique among us. Her powers are born out of sacrifice, in the purest form. I need to get her close enough for her to release her redemption.
Well, that seems like our job then.
The
Keep
time
that
is
close.
You are the way in, and I am the guide. Underneath this place is a massive labyrinth of illusion and magic.
Just one thing. You
We
see
need
that
them distracted, you see.
I have an open invitation inside.
Great. Bait, he smiles. You see, Kitty Cat, we don't use that word, Cal. Since when?
Zap though.
Is that what we need? Then I'll do it gladly.
No, we need them focused on something else. If not, I can hide us to a certain extent. But if their gaze and focus is on something else, it's easier to get through
I'm
that nightmarish place.
guessing right now their attention is on Rose, on Trixie, on Aiden, on her, and the rest of the souls that she inhabited. I don't think Tom is on our side right now.
This is our destiny.
And you need to keep them busy and distracted till we get there, Shiv.
You see the girl called Emma. Well, hold on. I'm all for her being bait and all. But how the hell are we gonna know what she be doing or not? I think we need to have a little eye on her. I can accommodate that.
And by that, what do you mean?
Well, I'll do a little, let's call it spell for lack of a better word. And I can see some of what you're seeing.
Okay.
Might give us an edge.
Well, if you don't mind.
As long as this doesn't haunt me after this event.
No. Well, never really seen any terrible side effects. Your
Wasn't
hair
quite.
might fall out, but I
But
don't
you
know.
can't.
Doesn't it grow back on you guys? She laughs.
But you won't be able to see me after this. How long does it last?
As long as I am alive or you're alive. Well, whatever the hell you
So I'll
want.
be your own little private peep show for the rest of my life.
Hush now, you're not that interesting. Of course I'll break the spell.
She is really that interesting.
I highly doubt it. She says, full of arrogance. I have better things to do than watch an undead do whatever undeads do. But it might be useful, don't you think, Cal? Yes, that will actually give us an edge. Go ahead. And she's like, she walks towards you, not really asking for permission.
No. I'll just let her, because, yeah.
She takes like a necklace around, like she twirls it between her fingers and she whispers something. You feel the air goes a little bit metallic, almost like you can taste electricity. And she licks her fingers and touches one of your eyes. And it feels weird. It feels like your eye is like going bananas inside your skull. Like it's warm and like electricity and all sorts of weird shit. But when it's done, you feel nothing. It's done.
I take one of the arrows I have in my car and break it in two and gives the pointy end to Shiv. Just keep it up your sleeve. It's barbed, so it should go through some things if you hit hard enough. Also, wooden.
Thank you.
And don't do anything I would have done.
Chris walks over to Shiv and he gives her a hug. And he whispers in her ear, if you get yourself killed, I'll fucking kill you. Come back, yeah?
I'll do my own best. I love you, brother.
Love you.
And I love you, both of you.
Give her hand a squeeze and good luck.
Oh, I give her a big hug as well. So you survive, or else me and him will probably kill each other.
You'll
at
just
some point.
kill.
So if you're not here to stop us, this town is going to burn. You know that. We're not that smart.
You really are not.
You really are not that smart. Wow.
Neither are you, love. Neither are you.
Me, on the other hand.
Carl looks up, and as we see, there's something off with one of his arms. He's wearing a long trench coat. So obviously, he is very scarred. Well, go on then. Do your part, and we will do ours.
I look at him. You better. And then I turn around and walk in. Or towards the gate. I'll...
You hear Cal says, "Kitty cat, hide us." You see she focuses and the air goes weird. And she breathes out. But you don't feel what she does.
When we get in there, I can keep to the shadows and remain unseen. I'll do that and wait for an opportune moment.
Good. I will guide us. We'll take a lot out of me. If there are actions, if we are attacked. I need to stay focused to guide us through this hellish place.
And we will protect you.
I can't guarantee if I lose control. that I can get us back on the right path. You see why we all are necessary.
Chris, help me
Yeah.
strap this thing on my back when I drag out the welding
yeah.
torch.
We're
You
going to.
see the witch. My, don't tease me with a good time.
Well, if this goes boom, we all go boom. You go boom, he goes boom, she goes boom, everything goes boom.
She walks really close to you. Almost you can see fire in her eyes. No, honey. I won't go anywhere. Except for maybe getting popcorn.
I help him to
Or
strap it on.
marshmallows.
Help him to strap it on and like keep that pointy thing away from you. And do you got any handguns lying about?
I got the AK. I've got some shorties. Shotgun.
Look on. I'll take this. I'll take this 357.
Yeah, Cal walks over.
Shotgun.
Anything of low caliber.
Yeah, I just
have
give
no
him a handgun.
use.
Yeah. Work
You
for
need
Harry.
something, kitten?
Oh no, I'm good. I have what they need.
Good.
You got any fun toys? Anything bigger? And hold up the 357 Magnum. And this?
You say to Cal,
Yeah.
it takes up a really weird looking shotgun. I think I'm good. It's taped some weird shit to it. You're really unsure what the hell it is, but for some mysterious reason, it makes you uncomfortable. It's got like these weird markings again all over the barrel.
Okay. Like I said, I can remain hidden, so when we get in there, we need to find out who's who and immobilize them quick.
You see Amber. She's walking in. Hold on. Shiv, you've knocked on the door and the door is slightly opened. A dark figure, hooded, looks down at you. Then opens the door even further still. And like almost gestures for you to enter.
I'll just, follow suit.
The
Enter.
hall is remarkably large and tall for this building. Makes no sense. Yet again, another illusion.
Yeah, a lot of things that doesn't make sense about this place.
Mm-hmm. In the end, there is yet another door that just opens for you. And there's a staircase, a rather large one, taking you down. Everything is very shiny and very black, and very slick. There's light sources, but you're very unsure where they come from, like they're embedded in the blackness. The sound is both muffled and echoey at the same time.
I think Shiv is fueled with a lot of, I would not hesitation, but she's frightened with what could happen, and at the same time, like there is just this flame of pure rage that's inside her, because everything is on the line.
As you get to the bottom of the staircase, she enters almost like a grand hall. Like a cave that's covered in very slick and smooth surface, like almost like obsidian. Obsidian is black, right?
Mm.
Yeah. There's a dark chandelier. There's leather sofas and a rug with an intricate pattern in it. You see there's pathways. It reminds you a little bit of the Crow's Haven. But this is far greater and larger and darker.
Fitting with the name and those who dwell here.
You see the sheriff stands there with the wild rose.
Is it a loving?
Oh, she is all over him, touching him, embracing him.
What is his? Can I get a read on how he is towards her?
Actually, like semi-compassionate.
Okay. Guess that's something. I don't want to intrude on your little, well, meeting. Should I go again?
Oh, Miss Price, you are the most honored guest, he says. Oh, yes, she's such a pretty little thing. She helped me a ton, you see.
Well, I think you made it perfectly clear that I couldn't not come, so here I am. I'm not sure the prince will be happy if he found out, but, well, I'm here.
And I do so appreciate it, Miss Price. He turns to the wild rose. Rose, dearest, perhaps you should go and find the lily.
Or perhaps she should stay.
Oh, no.
Just started to learn a little bit about the two of you.
I said, well, I'll be right back. Don't you worry your pretty little head. Such a fretty thing. So, well, thank you, dearest. She jumps up like a schoolgirl. Her bouncy curls and the flowers in her hair and her white dress is like a stark contrast to the very dark, slick interior of the Dark Throne's domain. She skips away with pure joy. When she's out of sight, he turns toward you. Clever, clever, Miss Price. I do not know how you have done this trick.
Which trick is that? There's so many, you see, so I'm not sure quite what you mean.
You see, it almost has me fooled.
Almost.
Yes.
Well, if you don't believe it, then she surely has.
Could you perhaps indulge me? How did you ever do such a thing? I'm not often surprised, you see.
Yeah, you are not the type that I would think to be easily fooled.
I will take
And
that as a
yet,
compliment.
I've learned otherwise. But she is very much real. So she's not a trick, you see. It's the rest that are.
Whatever do you mean, Miss Price? His eyes narrow. Not using his true face, more the pleasant one.
No, I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. It's not the time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time.
Perhaps a little later.
What's
After
so
all,
secretive?
Well, I'm not the one keeping secrets, am I? I'm not
And
the
what
one.
secrets am I keeping, Miss Price?
Well, I think all the rockers upstairs, I think we all know where that's coming from, aren't we?
What rockers? Whatever do you mean?
Well,
Since we're playing this game, this dance, and I feel I've underestimated you terribly with that.
I was told to play the innocent until the time was right. Is now the right time?
Who are
Little old me. A newborn, a nothing.
He takes, like, he starts circling you, he takes one aggressive move. Then this makes no sense. If you were just a little fledgling fallen out of the nest.
I'll
You wouldn't be
circle
able.
around him as well.
You wouldn't be able to do this. You wouldn't have the knowledge.
Oh, the knowledge. Yes, I know. The one that you are lacking, I've heard. But yes. Knowledge is easy to come by. I thought you were an expert. I thought you knew everything. I thought you saw everything. I thought that was the entire purpose with your
It is
role, your
too.
status, and what you do.
He throws up his hand, but it's too detailed. She is too detailed. Whatever that thing is.
That thing is what you killed. That thing is her soul. That thing is Rose. And if you cannot see that, then I don't think you'll ever loved her.
You know nothing about how I loved her.
Loved her to death, I heard.
You don't understand the responsibilities of the bloodline. You
That
walk
might be
around like you
true.
know nothing. And yet again, clearly you know something quite valuable. You know I could rip it from your skull, right?
Oh, I do know that. I mean, I have a lot in here. A lot of information, a lot of insight that I don't actually think you have. At least you don't act like it. You see, it seems to me that you still have not yet grasped who has been pulling your strings. Your little
Yes.
puppet master, the one that you do your bidding for. And you do not see it. At least it doesn't seem like you do. So naive, aren't you? Not at all the man I thought you were. I thought you were smarter than this. How disappointing. And I thought maybe there was a way to keep you here. To keep you useful.
Who are you aligned with?
Many. Who are you aligned with? Except your dear grandmama or daddy, whichever you like.
Ah, how many things you know, Miss Price. How many things you know.
And how easy it was to obtain the knowledge. You really are not what I thought.
Then what are you exactly? Sitting on all this information.
Siobhan York. That's who I am. Price to you. It was you and your ploy that led me here, wasn't it? If you only hadn't meddled so much, we wouldn't have been here. None of this would have happened.
I was done, and I have done what has been asked and needed of me.
Like a tool. How cute.
He almost looks a little bit worried.
What is it that you want? Because I don't think that the master plan is yours, right? You're just doing his bidding? You don't really have a stake in this, except, I don't know, grasping for that love that you had to give up, right?
Don't speak of my love for her, you know nothing of it.
You know not of my love. You do not talk to me about that. You who took it away.
What, for a crush? I spent decades
And then,
loved like none other.
what is that worth when you give it up so easily?
We do what is asked of us.
You were supposed to be sacrificed.
Shut,
And you do
shut
this.
your lying mouth. He walks towards you and grabs
You want to
you
see
very
it?
hard, like your face. You lies, you dirty little whore lies.
You want to see it? You want to taste it? Take it. See it for yourself.
Can't. Almost like he
Or
doesn't know what to
won't.
do. Like he holds your jaw so hard you can feel the fingernails almost like piercing the skin, but you also almost feel the quiver.
I dare you.
I am valuable. I am an heir. All is for me. All of it.
That's just what he wants you to think. You don't know half of it. See for yourself. I dare you to.
You see his eyes go wide and he's about to. And then he drops the prettier visage and you see the horrible skull as he grabs you hard. And then you hear, lovely one, be kind to the guest. You don't know if he saw something. You felt a pressure in your skull and he's like, my love. He pushes you away and there's fear in his eyes. Almost like he wipes his lips.
I try and... Yeah. How nice of you to join us, Rose.
Yes.
It's getting a little intense.
Well, I know that you can be a bit of a nuisance, and if he feels like he needs to put you in your place, I think that's just fair, he says. Grandmama. Over the shoulder, you see the black lily glides in with her veil and crown.
I'll do a little bow, or something polite. Etiquette and manners are, after all, important.
Cute. Your hair. Not a male or not a female voice.
Thank you for the invite.
Oh, darling.
Such an honor.
You see the hand reaches up and touches the wild rose's shoulder. Sleep, child. Then you see the wild rose.
It's a nice trick you got there.
Yes. And finally we meet.
Indeed. What do I owe the pleasure of this meet, if I might ask? I mean, I see what you want with her. Me, not so much.
Well, I am quite curious. No one's gotten this close before. No one's done that before. You've given me such a gift. Young price.
Wasn't my intention.
Still, it's appreciated. And I think it's only fitting that you get a ringside seat to what your gift has given.
And if I declined,
That would be terribly rude. I would hope you would go willingly.
How did you do it? How did you get him to do your bidding?
Him?
Yes, your lapdog.
What a child won't do for its sire. You see a face that grins underneath the veil, and then you hear from the vision, it lies, it lies, it lies.
Does he know? Do you know?
He nods.
So you haven't kept him completely in the dark?
He knows what's
That was the
inside.
last bit. I didn't see that. The rest was easy. All the
Hmm.
crumbs.
Me and you are going to have a little chat.
Oh, I thought we were having it.
Oh, it's going to get more intimate, dearest. Duke, please. Take the rose. Make her ready. Me and Miss Price are going to get to know each other more intimately.
Can't wait.
The camera pans out. Go back in time. And Amber says she's in. We can go.
Here we go.
I grab the AK, toss it over my shoulder so I have that on my right side, and I have the blowtorch in my hand. Welling torch.
Right. Grab one of the arrows that I saw he gave to Shiv to bring that. And then he walks around and rummages in the van. And he pulls out Sean's van pulls out a couple of road flares from the emergency box. Puts in his pocket.
The moment you get in there, the door is easily opened, pried open. It seems whatever Cal is doing, it's forcing its way through. It's utter blackness, obsidian slick, almost like wetness. You're not sure if it's a vaulted ceiling, square. It just feels like you're almost like you're in a blood vein. A tunnel, maybe. Doesn't look like a house on the inside at all. You hear Kitty Cat says, "We're in the spiral now. The labyrinth. This place itself is a spell."
If I light this torch now, will that reveal us?
I don't think so. We should be fairly hidden, I think. But this place is complicated.
Well, I'll light the torch then. And I guess I will have to roll a willpower to...
Yes, rest checks.
For everyone.
All the vamps.
2 successes. I'll use a willpower.
Yeah, manage and got a 7. I managed to roll check, and
4.
as he does that, I'll let the shadows conceal me and remain hidden, so I can be surprised when needed. And he melts.
And that scares you even, actually, because it's almost like when you melt into the darkness, you hear almost like a whisper. You hear, "Help me. Where am I? Where's Mother?" Several voices crying. And as he starts, is it the flare you said?
I light the torch, the welling torch.
Yeah. It gives a light. And as your eyes climatize to the darkness, and you have terribly good eyesight, you see the walls move. Like an H.R. Geiger nightmare. Bodies upon bodies. On top of each other, crying, crawling, screaming. Pleading for mercy and release.
Instinctively, I think I just grab the lower arm of Kitty Cat. What is this place?
Tree is this?
It's what he's been building all this time. It's a ritual.
How many?
This is what we think, for lack of a better word, Like a birth canal.
That's so wrong in so many levels.
These souls are trapped here. Tethered into the fabric. One part of them here and one part of them in the other land. The land of the dead. Confused. Not knowing that they're dead.
There is one thing you all have to know before we go down there. There is a vampire. An ancient one. Within her, there are several souls. I think it would be a really, really bad thing if those souls were let loose down here.
Cal turns around.
She cannot die. Not here. Not like this. Not now. That will...
You're speaking of Trixie.
Yeah. But it's not her in the driving seat at
I
the
know.
moment.
I've seen the visions. Another entity is there. Trixie spoke to me before this. She said she had to. It would help us.
She said that. Right. And I think we have to trust that. There is absolutely method to her madness.
But if that thing gets to do what he wants to do, I don't think there will be a Boston left for us to defend.
That is true.
The souls scream and quiver. And you're not really sure if you're going up or down. For you, Chris, there's something familiar about how they look like. Even though they are more covered in blackness, there's something with them that's familiar to you.
What has he done to them? They're trapped in darkness.
He creates wraiths, you hear Cal says.
Wraiths? Like,
Well, really bad spirits sometimes. The ones he discards when he's done with the terror and the pain. Most of them he keeps.
discards them.
Yeah, to perpetuate their terror, their existence, their pain. Not knowing that they're dead, not understanding what they are.
This is so fucked on so many levels.
Shit.
Yes, it's
Shit on it.
fucked up, he says. You see, Amber is a little bit ahead. And she's like, the walls are so weird. And if the hairs on the back of your neck could stand up, you, Sean, you feel Kitty Cat goes, no, fuck, no, Amber, don't touch the wall. And she's like, what do you mean?
Am I
In the
close
glimmer
enough
of the
to
light,
grab
you
her?
see, oh, she's a little bit ahead. A couple of meters, you can. But she's like, what do you mean? She's not really touching the wall, but out of the wall you see a little, like a child's finger, touching hers. And then it's like she jolts back. Fuck. In front of you, the walls quiver. and bodies fall out of the walls themselves. Slick, oily, and horrible.
Shit on it.
The tunnel is large and grand, and you're sure it's 50, 100 more? First, they almost like they fall over each other like fish dragged up on land. They gasp for air and quake. And then, Chris, you recognize the movement.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they just
Yeah.
stand up.
Oh,
They
shit on
turn
it.
around.
Shit on it. Shit on it.
Amber, you can amplify this, and I turn up the oxygen level, and the flame of the torch go from a few centimeters to
You're going to
20,
struggle,
30.
though. Yeah, you're going to struggle with this kind of flame, Sean. So you need to do a rouse check.
Not a rouse check, but a willpower check, a rutschreck check. And that gives me a 3.
Fire. The dog of Kitty Cat jumps into the horde of black dead bodies, hammering down. Kitty Cat was like, I'll put up a wall. She screams it. And there's a barrier. She shouts, no, 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 to the dog jumping in. And Amber's like, fuck this, we need to go. You see she just bursts like with fire. And start like trying to burn her way in. Bits awareness, you guys. Could be the last little tidbit on this episode.
Well, no idea what you got yourself involved with, did you poor dumb fucking Russian mobster muppet? Okay, maybe not roll d10s, but actually roll proper vampire dice.
2.
1.
1.
Yeah, too caught up with the realization of what he's seeing, what it means, and what these things are.
You see she's holding like almost one hand on the flame coming out of Sean, and then she's like pushing on. It's like, fuck this, we need to go, we can't just wait for this shit. Arrogant. Pushing. Almost for a second she turns around because she hears Kitty Cat screaming for her dog. And only for that little second she turns. 10 hands from nowhere grab her and drag her down. And it's like a wall of them.
I really don't think I can do anything.
But we're going to stop there.
Of course we
We
are.
have to stop there. We have to stop there.
It's the reasonable thing to do. Turn around, go home, have coffee,
You
tea,
have a hunter there. She's got a word on you.
cigarettes maybe, crumpets and tea,
Perhaps.
bangers and mash.
Next time I
Something
say let's go
else.
someplace like Naples, let's go someplace like Naples.
No, not Naples. Dublin. That's
All
safe.
right.
They got beer there.
You just went into a...
That's
Oh,
darkness.
great, Katrina, you broke Örjan.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Well, we'll see if we'll fix them. We'll try. It needs a little bit of fixing. It's going to get interesting. All
Don't
right.
say that.
Beautiful ones. Thank you so much. My players are amazing. And to you guys, the viewers, thank you so much for the follows, comments, and likes. We do so appreciate it. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and see you soon.
I don't want to die next time, but I think I might.
Can't
Goodbye.
guarantee it. Bye.